In this video, we are going to cover how to make a custom sequence in the Sequence It app. For example, we will be making a custom sequence for a recipe. I lead a cooking group for students in a special education classroom. The students are expected to work together to gather ingredients and utensils needed, and then to follow a multi-step recipe to make a snack. For my students, following a standard recipe that may only give a picture of the final product is difficult, as it relies so much on reading. Some of my students have difficulty decoding, understanding, and following the sequence of steps in a recipe that is only written directions. I want to make this activity more accessible to them by adapting it with visual and audio cues for the steps in the sequence. To do that, I'm going to make a custom sequence in the Sequence It app. In this example, I'm going to make a custom recipe for making a peanut butter sandwich. So first I'm going to find the Sequence It app and open it. And I'm going to go to Create New to make a new sequence. The first thing I'm going to do is name my sequence by clicking at the top where it says New Sequence. I'm going to rename this to my recipe for the peanut butter sandwich. Next, I will add a photo for the first step in my sequence. So as I click Add Photo, you'll see I have an option to take a photo, select a photo from my library, or get a photo from the web. I pre-took pictures for my sequence, so I'm going to open up from Library and find the picture that goes with my first step, which is to gather the ingredients, dishes, and tools. I just needed to click on the photo and it added to the step. Next, I can click on Add Text if I want to add some simple directions, such as get a knife, a plate, a jar of peanut butter, and a loaf of bread. I could also add a recording by selecting the red record button, speaking some simple directions, and then selecting stop. If you want to hear back what you did after recording, you can select that blue play button. You can continue on with your sequence by going to step 2 and repeating the process. When I have finished the sequence I want for my students, I can select the home button to return. The sequence will then appear in My Sequences, so we'll then select My Sequences and find our recipe. The screen scrolls from left to right with all the recipes that are available. I'm going to select my peanut butter sandwich recipe. As you can see, the recipe now shows. You can scroll from left to right to get more of the directions if there's more than 3 steps. Students are able to click on the image to enlarge it. They can click on that sound icon to hear the recording that we made earlier, and they can see the simple written directions. To return to the home screen, you simply select the back arrow. Sequence It can help break down any multi-step project and make it more accessible with the use of visuals, audio, and simple text. Give it a try to help your students be more successful at independently following multi-step directions.